Arlo stood in his sunlit apartment, holding a crisp $100 bill he called sen. On his wrist sparkled a brand new watch, bought not with cash but with a sleek black card. To Arlo, sen was a prize to be kept, while the watch was a treat he deserved now. He didn't realize that by wearing the watch, he had invited a silent guest into his home, a debt he named Mora. Before Arlo could spend sen, he met his neighbor Elora in the courtyard. He boasted about his new watch and his plan to save sen in a drawer. Elora looked at the watch, then at the bill. "Sen is a seed of freedom," she said, "but that watch is a tether. Savings pay you for your patience, but debt charges you for your impatience. You are feeding two different futures, Arlo." That night, Arlo looked at his bank statement. While sen sat still in a drawer, the balance on the black card began to move. This was Mora, the personification of high-interest debt. Like a mirror image of growth, Mora didn't sleep. Every month Arlo didn't pay the full balance. Mora grew larger, demanding a bigger piece of Arlo's next paycheck just to stay even. Arlo realized that sen was losing his power. While sen's value was being nibbled away by inflation, Mora was devouring Arlo's income like a hungry wolf. For every dollar sen could potentially earn in the future, Mora was already claiming two. Arlo felt the weight of the buy now, pay later promise. He had traded his future hours for a fleeting moment of style. Elora visited and sat with Arlo, showing him a diagram of two paths. "Debt is a gravity that pulls you down," she explained. "Savings is a wind that lifts you up. To let sen fly, you must first cut the weight of Mora." She showed him that the interest he paid on his debt was the exact opposite of the wealth he wanted to build. Arlo made a hard choice. He used sen and every extra bit of income he could find to attack Mora. It was a long season of sacrifice. No more fancy dinners or new gadgets. Each payment he made felt like a battle, but slowly the shadow of the debt began to shrink. Finally, the day came when the black card balance hit zero. Mora was gone. Now that he was no longer paying someone else for the privilege of spending his own money, Arlo took a new sen and moved him into an index fund. Sen was no longer a stagnant bill in a drawer. He was an investor. Arlo watched the digital screen as sen was spread across hundreds of successful companies, working tirelessly to grow. Years passed, and the market occasionally shook. When the numbers turned red, Arlo felt the old urge to run. But Elora stood by him. "The market breathes in and out," she reminded him. "Debt is a certain loss, but the market is a growing forest. If you stay through the rain, you will enjoy the fruit." Arlo took a deep breath and let sen stay planted. The miracle of compounding took hold. Sen didn't just grow, he multiplied. The dividends, the children of sen, were reinvested to buy even more shares. Arlo realized the math had flipped. Instead of him paying interest to a bank, the world's greatest companies were now paying him for his capital. His wealth was now a self-sustaining engine. Decades later, Arlo sat on a park bench with a young man named Kale. Arlo held out a single $100 bill, just like the one he had started with. "This can be a leash or a ladder," Arlo told Kale. "Don't let the shadows grow before you plant your seeds." He watched as Kale looked at the bill with a new understanding of the freedom it could buy.